Were you crying for Mama? Were you crying for Mama while I was away, huh? Were you crying? Is everybody telling on you? All right. Here we go. Here we go. Beautiful. Back on the highway, guys. Now that didn't tighten, right? Okay, now that's tightened up. Okay. All right, guys, I do apologize. Oh, is he not getting over now? Okay, not getting over. Oh, yes, he is. Okay, beautiful. Getting over. There we go. Gorgeous. Oh, I got a D-Live. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Should be back up and running now. We've got Kick. Rumble. Twitch. Looks like we're getting those comments back up and running, guys. I apologize again. Not sure. I had to restart the live, so I don't know if the signal feed cut. What happened there? We have about an hour to our destination for the evening. Facebook, yep. Hey, Tammy. No worries. No worries. You can't do any worse than the lotion that I opened that exploded all over me while I was driving. My steering wheel still has like a slick spot. My hair looks greasy now. I didn't have anywhere to go with the lotion, so it went in my hair. It's okay. We'll get it figured out. So, Ed, we are going to stop in Morgantown, West Virginia. That's the plan. So we have about an hour until we're going to be stopped for the night. We haven't 100% figured out the morning stuff. I mean, kind of. We have an idea. So, I will be messaging you guys, at least for breakfast and stuff. So I'll give you kind of like a idea of when we're planning on getting up and rolling, sort of, to at least breakfast. I've got YouTube. So I will... we've got that squared away, and we've got that taken care of on the back end there. So I plugged the address in. We'll find out where I'm going. I don't really know. I just plugged the address in. That's about, the extent of it. But yeah, I've got the address for Morgantown. Yep. Yeah. I told Randy what our options were, and he got the rest taken care of from his side. So we are awesome. We got the lodging squared away for the night, and that's going to be awesome. And I will be checking my email, once we're stopped for the night, and respond to that message from earlier. But yeah, so like I said, we've got just under an hour that we're going to drive yet tonight, and then we're going to call it a night, and then back on the road. We'll probably be back on the road I'm thinking somewhere between 10 and 11 actually driving. We talked about, sleeping in a little bit, sort of. Taking our time and poking around, so because it just sounds nice. Now, whether or not we actually get to do that, that's a whole other story. I don't know how long Rio's going to let me sleep or anything, but yeah, we were talking about getting breakfast in the morning or something, so, get a nice, good start to our day. There's a Durango taking off in the left lane. I know, those are the newer tail lights that I don't like. The newer body style. Me and my old truck, I love mine. But yeah, it's definitely a late night tonight, guys. Thank you for riding along with us. Again, we appreciate you guys being here. And I guess Rio got pretty upset when I went to go stop at the rest area there. Poor guy. He's never happy when Mom leaves. But that's just because he's a mommy baby. 5 hours tomorrow? Yeah. That sounds about right. That sounds about right, Ed. About 300 miles or so. It's going to be a good day of driving tomorrow. Good day of driving. I don't know. Maybe I will have to look for one of those cool side trips. I'm sure I could talk Randy into a side trip. I'm totally sure of that. As long as we can get the truck there. So, makes it limited. But, bet you I can find one. All right, awesome. Awesome, Tammy. Well, that concludes this cup of coffee. Wow. Only 2 cups, only 2 cups. All right. So, again, just under an hour, guys, so not too much longer to go tonight. Tomorrow's going to be another long driving day, but we're going to be on the road all day, doing all kinds of fun stuff. Good night, Ricky, if you're taking off. I hope you have a wonderful evening, my friend. I'm so glad you stopped by to say hello. So glad to see all of you guys. So many familiar faces. I love it. You guys make me so happy coming to hang out with us. like I said, it's all about the journey, right? All about the journey. And what an amazing, amazing day today. I'm like still in awe, like how fast they loaded all that hay and got it strapped down, and just how much hay there is there. And the thing is like, as much as it looks like there's a ton of hay there, it goes so quick when it comes to the farms and the animals. You know, so I know this is a really great thing, but I know that they still need lots and lots of help, guys. The farmers really do. They really got walloped down there. And it's a shame. Because there are some beautiful, beautiful places, properties that were just so upheaved from, you know, the hurricane. It blows my mind. So, I believe tomorrow, I'm going to be staying in the Jefferson area, because the hay and the grain get unloaded Thursday morning. So I'm not going to want to drive further south until after that's all unloaded. So I'm probably going to stay in the Jefferson area tomorrow, and then start making my way after that. So absolutely, Tammy, you better believe it. I am definitely planning on visiting more provinces in Canada, that's for sure. I don't know exactly when. It's supposed to be in the morning sometime. I think we're gonna have the thing is the grain truck's en route. So I know Randy was supposed to be in contact with the driver. Like I said, we have a bunch of stuff to kind of, you know, touch base with and whatnot. It's more than you can do in like a 5-minute rest stop. So we're probably going to discuss a lot of that stuff at breakfast, or at least like the tentative schedule, what everything's looking like. So I should have a much better idea tomorrow when we start taking off on the road. Because again, I'm not sure that there's like a set time yet for unloading, but I will let you guys know as soon as I have a better idea of a schedule. You know, again, it's one of those things where I gotta play it by ear a little bit, so it's the best laid plans of mice and men. But yeah, without getting run over. And again, super grateful to all you guys hanging out. I appreciate you. You guys are really, I mean, you guys are really awesome. All of you guys in the comments and stopping in to say hi and visit and send good travel wishes and check on our pups for me. You guys are just amazing. And again, you guys are really what makes the journeys worthwhile for me. You keep me company, whether it's good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter. You guys are always there. And always trying to help keep me straight, get me where I need to go, lifting my spirits. And I am grateful and thankful for every single one of you guys. And it is just so wonderful to be back on the road and have all of you with me. It's the best feeling in the world. But what an incredible, incredible journey so far. And this is really nice, because like Randy's such an experienced driver. You know, it's not like we haven't done these long runs together before, because we've done plenty of them together. You know, so it makes it a really nice drive. to be able to be behind him, to know, like, you know, to block for the lanes and not really have to have a ton of communication while you're on the road, because you just kind of know how the other one drives. You know what to expect. You know what your job is. And it's great. I love this. This is really cool. This is a really great drive, guys. I'm not even going to lie to you. This is probably one of my favorites so far. Not hurried, not rushed, and I get to follow the truck. With an experienced driver, you know, that knows what they're doing, who's also very chill and go with the flow. I love it. I love it. I couldn't ask for better so far. So this is just wonderful. And again, we're just grateful to have you guys here, joining in the journey with us as we get this hay and grain delivered to North Carolina. All of your donations, guys, your donations, hard at work. So, you know, none of this would be possible without you guys. And again, we are just so glad that you can be with us, join in, you know, say hi. Like I said, share this out, guys. Again, we are raising fuel monies to move more loads for North Carolina. You know, get this stuff done. You know, get these things moved, help out all these folks. You know, that's what we do. We try and, oh, I got somebody up my butthole. Ugh. Not nice. Well, they backed off some. I guess they realized that there's a big truck in front of me. Maybe they'll go out and around. Maybe. Rather than ride my bumper. That would be nice. There they go. I guess they figured it out. Sorry, friend. Sorry. That's why I'm running the big amber lights. Let's see. You did send a text to Shelby. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, it should be Thursday evening or Friday morning, one of the two. Just depends, you know, like I said, depends on what time everything happens, and I don't know how far point A to point B is. I know it's a little bit of a jaunt, but we'll be all right. We'll figure it all out. What the hey? Yeah, right? What the hey? Hey, hey, hey. So wonderful. All of the dad jokes tonight, man. There were a lot of them. Good evening, Paul. How are you? Man. My family is doing really well, thank you. I hope yours is doing well. I hope you're doing awesome. It's very nice to see you in the chat. But, yeah, no, kids are doing good. I actually just talked to 3 of my sons in the last, 4 days. So that's pretty impressive, because that doesn't always happen. Holy bananas. All right, let's see here. Holy bananas. Heard of cruising bales, yeah, right? definitely cool. You know, I've never followed a hay truck this long before. Not on purpose, that's for sure. Oh, okay. Thank you, Ed. Cool. Yeah, so that's, like I said, a little bit of a jaunt. It's not too far, but a little bit of a jaunt yet. So yeah, a lot of it, I guess, is going to depend basically on, you know, like the hay and the grain and how long all that stuff takes. And how I'm feeling. So that's the other caveat here is how am I feeling? How am I holding up? But yeah, I'm very excited to be, I mean, I don't know if excited is really the word, but I am in a lot of ways excited to see Swannanoa and Black Mountain area again. Because I'm excited to see the progress, right? Like, I'm not excited to see the devastation, but I am excited to see the progress. And, you know, I think that it's important that we go back to that area so that we can see the progress, because we do have the photos from January, which, you know, like I said, I was trying to get them out to you guys in the last couple of days finally. I know it's been crazy. I've been trying to get out content forever. I'm so far behind. But, you know, we'll be able to take those pictures and kind of compare side by side. So it should be an interesting experience going back down. You're right. I did offer to follow him. That's because I didn't want to lead. I didn't want to lead. Not this time. I'm totally good following Randy. Oh yeah, the Durango's running great, actually. Pretty excited. Ever since we got her fixed. Sorry, guys. It's getting late. It's been a long day of streaming, so my voice is starting to get a little rough here, and I do apologize about that. But it is that time of night where sometimes it starts to go when we do these long streams, as you guys know. And I don't feel like digging for one of my cans of coffee, like one of my espresso shots, because that's really not what I want when we're only half an hour away from where we're crashing for the night. Like, I just don't need that caffeine rush right now. So I apologize, because like I said, my throat's starting to get a little scratchy and dry. And, you know, but we're going to make it. We're going to make it. That's for sure. Yet a man comes through here, through my till this past week. From Alabama. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. Aw, that is so cool, Tammy. That's such a cool story. Alabama, though, holy cow, were they out of their neck of the woods going out your way? That's awesome. Hey, how did the evac stuff go, United Animal Industries? Everything good? Okie Gigi, hey girl, oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. This is wonderful. We're about half an hour away from our stopping point for the night, guys. That's just to give you a heads up. We are going to stop in West Virginia, in Morgantown, West Virginia for the night. So I hope everything went okay, because I know you said you were doing, I think you said it was evac or something earlier in the comments, but I hope everything went all right. Oh, so United Animal Industries, Tammy's story is on Facebook. Yeah, that's where she's on the Facebook comments. So I know some of you guys bounce back and forth between the live streams. I love getting the comments from everybody from everywhere. It's absolutely awesome. His accent gave him away from Alabama. I believe that. I absolutely believe that. That it doesn't sound like BC. I'd imagine not. I would imagine that's a bit of a stretch. Oh my goodness. Alabama. Yeah, an Alabama accent, I'm sure, sticks out like a sore thumb in BC. Oh goodness. Border Texas mandatory evacs. Everybody's been alerted. Oh, okay. Well, you need to make sure you're getting your rest too. I know you love coming to visit us, but make sure you're taking care of yourself and getting rest, because that is ever so vital and important. And I know that people like you and I, when we're doing all this stuff and we're out on the road and you know, we're boots on the ground and we're helping people, one of the last priorities is usually ourselves. So just a friendly reminder, as a person who loves you, make sure you take a little bit of you time too and get a little bit of shut-eye and a little bit of relaxation in. Oof, that was a bump, man. So, but yeah, that's the one thing about, and I've realized that about anybody that works, like anybody that does stuff like this, disaster relief or volunteers or, you know, any of these kinds of missions like this, almost every single one of those people that I've ever met is like so driven to help other people, and they're so passionate about it and they love it so much. But I find that very seldom do they take care of themselves the way they should. So, because exactly, I know, you worry about me too, I know. But I promise you we're going to be okay. But I just want you to know that I worry about you too. And I want you to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Because it is important. We do have to take care of ourselves, because if we're not taking care of ourselves, we sure as heck can't take care of anybody else. So, as the mama coming out, mama says, my mama says, once I get stopped for the night, United Animal Industries, you get to, you know, take a deep breath and relax a little yourself. So, yes, I know. The one with the scratchy voice that's going at the end of the night. I know. I just don't feel like digging for it. Like, I think the water is somewhere in the back of the truck, behind the passenger seat, like all the way on the floor. And I just don't have the chutzpah right now to try and do that while I'm driving. I just don't. I mean, I have a gallon jug of water, but that might be a little rough to drink out of while trying to man the wheel. Hey, Lou. How you doing? Good to see you as well, my friend. This is wonderful. Tammy, you're hearing Rush in your head? Oh, goodness. It's getting to that time of night where we start getting silly and goofy and having a great time while we're on the road here. This is just awesome. I love hanging out with you guys, and you definitely all know how to make me laugh and smile and keep me company while we're here on the road. So it is awesome. Ed, mile marker. Okay, I will, hang on. I will get you one. Mile marker 22, and we're on 79 southbound yet. It says we've got about 27 miles to our exit, so It's all right. We've got 28 minutes. 28 minutes, guys. Not far to go at all. We'll be there in no time. Lickety split. Lickety split. And then I promise, once I get settled, I am probably going to drink like 3 bottles of water. Because I do drink a lot of water at nighttime. I drink a lot of coffee during the day, but a lot of water at night. So try to balance it out some. Jefferson Rough Creek. And not rough like R-O-U-G-H. Rough as in R-U-F-F. Rough Creek. That was pretty cool. That's okay. I just learned today that there's a Pleasantville, Pennsylvania. I didn't know that before today. But I drove through it. That was, or not today. Maybe yesterday? I don't know. One of the two. It was yesterday or today. But I didn't know there was a Pleasantville, Pennsylvania until I drove through it. That was pretty cool. There's also a place called Marble, Pennsylvania, which I also thought was a little wild and odd and kind of cool at the same time. Well, I am glad you like to drive along with us. Ride along, Tammy. That's awesome. I know you love to cruise around with everybody, and it is just so cool, like I said, to have you guys in the chat coming along on these amazing journeys as we travel all over the United States and other countries as well, making our way on all these crazy adventures, all of these wonderful missions and events, and you guys are awesome. The Patriot Nation is just awesome. You know, all of you guys, you know, you're just the greatest community ever, and I love it. I absolutely love everybody coming together and hanging out and joining in for the fun. You know, like, we're still taking care of business, still getting it all done, but having a good time while we do it, and I absolutely love it. You have to laugh, you have to have some fun, you got to decompress some, or you kind of go a little batty. You know, the stress and the pressure of things can, you know, it's funny how it works, you know, right? It can make you really crazy. But if you have good friends and good company, it's never, you know, it's never really an issue. It's just a good time. Oh, yeah, listen, the, you know, the Amish, first of all, the Amish are pretty cool people in general. Like, I mean, look, they're people just like everybody else, you know, but they're really cool. I mean, I live near a bunch of Amish and Mennonite families. I've grown up with them. You know, I've always, as far back as I can remember, I've always been around, like, the horses and buggies and farmers markets, and, you know, you go right to the farm and go to their greenhouses and buy your plants, and that's how I grew up. You know, that's how I kind of choose to live even now. And they're amazing craftsmen. And the trick of it is that they all work together, right? It's not just one person or two people, and there's like no ego in it. They all know their role, they all know their position, they all know their job, and they just knock it out, and they all work together. And I mean, you know, when they do like the barn raisings and stuff, and they raise a barn in a day, I mean, it's an amazing thing to see how quick some of that stuff goes up. But it's teamwork, and that's really what it is. It's the teamwork. You know, like I said, they've got their system down, and it's just amazing. Amazing to watch them. You were not minding your own business, Ed. You were not. You were nose poking on a map. That's what got you stuck in the navigation. I love you. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Poor Ed, though. He did. He just kind of got roped into everything. Like, oh yeah, Ed, by the way, where am I going? I just got so used to depending on him in the chat that, you know, now he's a permanent fixture. He is a fixture in the kitchen cabinet, folks. Fixture in the cabinet. And I would not trade him for anything. Ed is amazing. Like I said, everybody's got awesome gifts and talents, and you know, when we all work to the best of our abilities, and you know, we lift each other up and work to our strengths, man, there is nothing that we can't accomplish. And we make such an awesome team, all of us. So, you know, thanks for being part of the team, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for doing your part and cheering me up and keeping me talking and busy and laughing. And it's always a great time with you guys. Always, always, always. Ed loves the side trips. They're his favorite. Just ask him. String! Yay! Long time no see. We've got all the crew in here today at one point or another. Oh my gosh. This is just wonderful. I'm so excited to see everyone today. Everybody jumping up in the comments. Yay! Hi, friends. Hi, all my friends. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have you guys joining us. Now, like I said before, we are going to be driving all day tomorrow. Well, maybe not all day, but most of the day tomorrow. So we're going to have quite a bit of a... Again, these are all of your donations hard at work. Oh. I don't know if you guys can hear his truck, but it's a little bit of an incline here. And like I said, we have 18 700-pound bales of hay on this trailer in front of us. Our friend Randy Barber, amazing man, amazing patriot, doing the drive in there, hauling that along with his truck and trailer, and he is just awesome. We are so grateful for him. Look at that, guys. Thank you, Ed, for posting the tentative itineraries in for tomorrow. Yeah, and Tammy, there was another semi of hay that went down as well. But that went with a different driver on his truck. I do have his name written down, so we're going to make sure that we give him a big shout out as well. Because he drove that down, or at least it's my understanding that he drove it down. He drove it down, or he is driving it down. I'm pretty sure he drove it down, though. I will confirm that, you know, for you guys. I can't remember his last name, but I'm pretty sure his first name was Bill, the driver. So, again, I'm pretty sure that already is down there or left to go down there in the last day or so. It's been a lot of phone calls trying to coordinate all this stuff. But again, that went to Burnsville, North Carolina. This hay and the grain, they're going to Jefferson. That's where we're headed, so you guys can see all those being offloaded at the farm, being all dropped off. Yep, that's hay flying at the windshield all night. All night it's been flying at us. It's all right, though. It's kind of like snow, but not really. At least we know it's not going to chip the windshield. So, there's that. Yeah, I know. Fry used to restream a lot of people all at one time. There were a lot of streamers at one point. There's not as many anymore, but there's still a pretty good amount of us left. I mean, I didn't, and that's the thing, right? Like, I didn't start as a streamer. That wasn't my goal. That wasn't my initial goal. As you guys all know, that was not what I was doing for the first 30 days of Maryland. It was not streaming. I was cooking. Oh, well, I'm glad that we could add some positive to your day. We like to have positive, upbeat chats around here. We like to focus on the good things on this stream, on the good things. Because, why? Because life is 10% what happens to you and 90% what you make of it. No sense in making a fuss over nothing. Right? So we're going to focus on the good things. On the blessings, on the blessings. Ed, you're funny. Oh yeah, I know. I'm sure Randy will be doing all that tomorrow, the pre-checks before we leave. You know, because I definitely don't need one of those giant hay bales on my hood of my truck. That is for sure. You're right, String. I am. I'm still, I wouldn't say cooking, but I'm definitely stirring the pot sometimes, so to speak. Trying to make people think for themselves and expose them to new things, and again, you know, bring them along, you know, bring them into the fold, bring them to the table. Everybody's got a voice, you know? It's wonderful. Like I said, it's all about building community and family around here. We want all the good stuff. Yeah, you're right, James. I definitely was. I definitely was. You know, it's funny. Sometimes I really miss that, and then other times I'm like, shoo, I'm glad I'm not doing that anymore. That was probably some of the toughest weeks of my life, cooking like that. Like, I just didn't know if I was going to make it through. Like, there were some days I was just so beat and so tired, and the elements were killer. when we were in Hagerstown. That's for sure. Oh, I know. This is definitely a slower pace than what we're used to. But I'm okay with that. Well, I'm glad I can help you learn about what's going on here in the States, Tammy. Just like all of you guys in Canada help me learn about what's going on up there. And it's, it's important to know what's going on across the borders. I mean, obviously, we can see that coming, especially now coming into play with all these trade wars, so to speak, going on right now. The tariffs and all that. And of course, Canada has a new prime minister. I don't know how many people know that, but Trudeau is officially gone. But it's Carney now. And it's an interesting story about Carney because, well, at least the way I understand it as an American. So apparently, I guess you have to be supposed to be a member of like Parliament or something. I don't know. Or a member of something or other to be able to be Prime Minister, but he wasn't, and he was just sort of appointed by the party. I don't know. But the thing is that Canadians, from what I understand, want him to call a general election, and he won't call it. So I guess he's going to make all you guys wait till October. Kind of crazy. And apparently he doesn't even live in Canada, from what I was hearing today. Like, Carney doesn't live in Canada. He lives in the UK. So I'm not even sure. Like, I don't even know how that works. But, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Stuff going on in Canada up there. And, of course, you've got the tariffs. And it's funny because you hear everything about the tariffs with the U.S. and China, and Canada is all upset about it. But China put 100% tariffs on Canada, and you barely hear anything about it. So it's kind of interesting to see how the news is playing out when it comes to some of that stuff and how the politics come into play with that. And again, the news, what they cover and what they don't cover, and what they mention and what they fail to mention, right? So it's pretty crazy. Yeah, and you guys are very censored up in Canada with your news. Russell, good evening. Nice to see you. Yeah, he wasn't elected. Yeah, he was like appointed by his party and sworn in. But I think you're like supposed to be. Somebody told me it's like you're supposed to be a member of Parliament or something to be able to be eligible for Prime Minister, and he was never appointed or never a member of whatever it was. And somehow he still got appointed as Prime Minister. And again, he lives in the UK, from what I understand. Like, I'm really confused. Like, I don't know. I thought our politics were corrupt, man. But Canada's, like, super messed up. No offense. Yeah, Trudeau 2.0. Yeah. Yeah, I knew he wasn't elected. That's for sure. But and he has a lot of ties to the WEF. That I knew as well. But yeah, it's a kind of a crazy thing going on up in Canada there with their leadership. I mean, in a lot of ways, it reminds me of some of the shady stuff that happened here in the States, in the last couple years. Wow, that was a stone. Somebody kicked up a stone from somewhere. Yikes. That hit pretty good on the windshield, too. Carney says he's European and has never held an elected position. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's European. Well, European, UK, whatever. I mean, but that's my point, right? Like, how do you run a country that you're not even a citizen of? Like, how does that work? I mean, it's very, very crazy, I guess. Hey, Kathy Joe, hi. I saw you guys had an amazing trip, you and Kayla. So good to see you. Been trying to, like, you know, stalk your pages once in a while, see what's going on. Let's see. Right now, all the major players in the Liberal Party and NDP are all members. Yeah, I saw that. Tammy. You know, Canada's really in a bad way, I think, right now, when it comes to the politics. And, you know, I've been reading a lot of stuff. I mean, apparently Alberta sent delegates to Washington, D.C., from what I was reading somewhere about potential statehood for Alberta. I was like, what? This is cool. Not sure if it happened yet or not. But again, you know, trying to keep tabs on what's going on. You know, just to... Because again, you know, what happens up in Canada affects the United States. What happens in the United States affects Canada. I mean, you can't be next door neighbors like that and not have things that are going to affect one another. So, you know, those international politics are always important to pay attention to. And, you know, when you see what's going on in the world, you can kind of see what's coming down the pike here for the United States. So, he moved his billions to the USA 3 months ago. Wow. Am I bailing from New York? String, no. I started at my place yesterday. And I drove out I made it to like Clearfield last night. And then we were in Spring Creek. Here we are, West Virginia, guys. West Virginia. So we were in Pennsylvania. And then we drove down the western Pennsylvania. And we are now here in West Virginia. Which is kind of exciting. Looks like 10 minutes to go. Yeah, Canada definitely needs a ton of prayers. It is kind of crazy. Hang on, guys. I don't like these cattle chutes. They're not my favorite. Not my favorite. Julie, hey girl. Yeah, I was seeing that, Tammy, that Carney was bringing a lot of those people back. Wow, those headlights are bright. It's all right. We are not far now, guys. Okay. There's the welcome center there. Been there, I think, once. Once in my travels, I think I stopped there. Once along the way. close on his trailer there. Oh, Ken. Old Top Ken, I'm glad that you're along. I'm glad you snuck along for the ride. I've got one passed out puppy back there, though. For the time being, till we stop. Then he'll be up and raring to go. Yeah, he does that. He likes to spread out. I have that human dog bed back there. And he like literally laid in the smallest, like the skinniest part of the truck where it was, like right in the middle. And he's like looking at me. I'm like, dude, you gotta move over. He's like, Mom, do I have to? And then like he, you know, wedging himself in these tiny little spots once I got situated. It was so funny. He's getting to be so big, though. He really is. He's starting to thicken out some. I don't know if you guys could see earlier today, but he's got a lot more loose skin at his neck. So I have the feeling he's going to start growing into some of that very shortly. He was getting thick in the back. Now he's got like skin I can grab again towards his hind, you know, towards his butt. So he's going to be getting going through another growth spurt, I think, again soon. You know, where we're gonna start seeing him fill out some. I don't think he's gonna get much taller, but I definitely think he's gonna fill out some more. Oh, this is so exciting. We're almost there. At least almost at our stop for the night. So kind of cool. And again, we are so happy to have all you guys along with us. We are projected to be on the road sometime after, like, I would say probably like around 10 a.m. or so-ish. Because we are going to grab breakfast before we get on the road. That's sort of the tentative plan. And so again, we have quite a few hours of driving, another like 300 miles or so tomorrow. So we're going to be on the road most of the day tomorrow. And again, Thursday morning is when the hay and the grain get delivered. So that's really exciting. We're definitely going to try and get you guys, you know, a little bit better of a time schedule. But again, please bear with me. As you know, a lot of this stuff, like I said, it's fluid. Everything's in transport. But we are gonna try and get you a decent tentative schedule here. So there we go. I don't know where we're going, but we're going. Gateway Harley Davidson across the street. Here, no, wait, I gotta show you guys. There it is. See, pretty cool. Pretty cool, my friends. Pretty cool. No, Ed. No, I like my Durango. I don't need a bigger vehicle. We're happy with what we got. I promise. I love my truck too much. I can't. I just can't. Not sure where we are. That's all right, Ed. I'm not sure exactly where we are either. Oof, man. There are some potholes. Ooh, University Town Center. Good to know. All kinds of stores. Woo-woo. This is interesting. Okay, we're just gonna keep rolling here. Yeah, I know, right, String? He is. He's getting very big, guys. He is. He's a big old baby. Hi, honey. Did you just wake up from your nap? I know. We'll get you some waters and some foods when we get stopped. Yes, we will. Yeah, hi, honey. Oh, you're going to stretch on the CB, must we? That's how you change my channels. Yeah. Wow, look at that moon over there, guys. That's the moon. It looks like a light above the building, but it's the moon. Wow. That's pretty cool. Now you can't see it behind the hotel or whatever up there, but that was pretty wild to see. We're going, my friends. We're going. We're almost there. Another one of those hills. That's all right. We got more to go. Hey, baby. What are you doing? What are you doing, baby? Oh. Where is he going? Okay. Oh. I thought it was there, but apparently not. Yeah, I think you passed it. Okie dokie. It's alright. Let's see. Okay, I guess we're turning around. I'm assuming that's what he's doing. I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure that our turn was back there. Pretty sure, guys. Oh, he might be jumping out to talk to me quick, too. But I think we gotta turn around somewhere. No, I won't. I won't. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna just mute you for a second. All right, guys. Sorry about that. We are going to be flipping or turning around in just a second. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Awesome. No, Ed, no. Randy's GPS screwed up. It's okay. His is like mine was for the longest time. Well, mine still gets that way. It gets stupid. In certain places, just like his does too. He got a new phone, but he still has like a lot of issues with it, I guess. And the GPS keeps screwing up on him, so we're just we're rolling with it. Alrighty. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, we are totally chill. You got the two most mellow people. Two most mellow people. For real. Kind of doing this drive, so I'm not stressing over it. These other cars do their thing. All right. All right, all right, all right. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure what they're gonna have him. I'm going to just do this for a hot second. I'll have to pull front and, fix it a little bit, but not terrible.
Is that supposed to be it?
It's... Hang on. Assuming that is because... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. It looks like...
That looks like part of the university or something.
Was it a little bit... I don't know if it's that. No, that might be the university.
Yeah.
Was this Saratoga? I don't think so. Is this Saratoga? No.
Oh. See.
Or, no, at the stop sign.
So we need to go back to the stop sign, go back.
Yeah, I guess. Rio, stop. You're too loud. Oh, heavens.
Okay, one more time.
All right, it's all right. We got this. We got this. You know what? I'm just going to sit right here. Yeah, I figured you're going to have to do something. Okay. All right, guys. We are literally very close, just not quite at the spot at the moment just yet, but it's okay. All right, so hang on. We, Mona, hey! Yeah, I know. Randy's been taking me on all kinds of side trips. Isn't it awesome? I love it. I love it. Randy's taking me on side trips. It's not me this time. Can't blame this girl. Okay, we're gonna get there, I promise. We're really only a block away. Oh, maybe this sign probably would have been helpful to read it before we came in. Oh, state police. We're in the state police parking lot. That's even better, yeah. Amber is a flashing. Okay, is this it? I hope so. 250 feet. This better be it. I think this is it. Yeah. Now I think we're at the right spot. Finally. Going up the hill here. No semis. That's all right. We don't have one of those. All right. All right, all right. Pizza Al's and Bar. Okay. That sounds like an interesting place. 350 feet. Oh, that's got to be it right there. Oakley dokley. I guess I can turn off the ambers at any rate. I think we're good turning them off now that we're sort of in a residential area. Oh my gosh. I think this is it. Yeah, I was wondering how you're going to get in here. This one down here is blocked?
Yeah, right front it's blocked.
Oh.
You ain't getting in there either. I don't know how you're supposed to get in there. Much less me.
What do they block it with?
Got little curb things. About 4 of them across the mouth of the driveway.
Well, where's the main office?
Good question.
Okay. Well, maybe I will put the rear ambers back on while we're sitting here. I turned them off because we're in a residential, but I'll leave the rears on in case somebody comes up. I said I turned off my ambers, but I'm going to leave the rears on for a minute.
I don't know if...
Shh, Rio.
Another driveway up there, if you can get in up there and swing it out. We can figure out if it's the right place, and I don't know where else. Like this place.
Well, I'm wondering where the front desk is because...
Just don't look like it.
Yeah, you would think that if that was the front desk, but like, there's
no name.
Well, but she said it was. Hang on. Okay, guys, just hang tight a second because apparently they have like curb stop blockers up on the driveway here. So we're trying to just figure out what's going on and what we can do. So hang on just a second, guys. I'm going to mute you again. Great, guys. Sorry about that. Like I said, we're just trying to figure some stuff out, but I'll let you see a Rio. He's very excited. He thinks that, you know, it's time to just get out and play, of course, because he got to take a snooze and the rest of us didn't. Right? What? What? You're so excitable. Yeah. What's going on? What do you see? What do you see? Look at that smile. Look at that smile. You're a goofy goober. You're a goofy goober. Yeah. I know. What? I know. You gotta wait though, baby. Let's see here. Tracy, yes, we are going to be headed down to North Carolina. We're going to be doing that tomorrow. String, put your sleeping bags on top of the bales of hay. Very, very funny. You're so cute. I'd be awful cold, though, up on top of that hay. That's for sure. So... Oh, hang on, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that. It's a good thing I had him muted because he was barking like crazy. So, we're just trying to figure out if we can get the truck in the parking lot. He said to use the entrance a little further up, but we're gonna see. I don't know. We're gonna see. Oh, the curb stops. I see what he's talking about now. That's really wild. Oh, so they must be this building down here instead of that building over there. Gotcha. Gotcha. I wonder if he's gonna make that. He'll make that.
Switch to driving mode recording.
It's gonna be tight, but he'll make it. He's got it. He's got it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, buddy. Beautiful. All right. All right, now I can turn those rear flashers off. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna pull right here for now. In this space. Turn off my headlights. Put this in park. All right, so I'm gonna hang out here for a second and let him do his thing there. All right, guys. So, Mona, thank you. Thank you, Mona. I miss you. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you get some sleep too. So, guys, just a quick go over some things before we sign off here for tonight. Because again, we've been on the road quite a while today, off and on. We picked up that hay today. So again, exciting day. Tomorrow we're going to hopefully be up and moving and grab some breakfast and maybe on the road somewhere around 10 o'clock. That's just a guesstimate. It could be a little sooner, it could be a little later, I'm not really sure. For those of you that sent me emails earlier, I will be checking those out tonight before bed. As far as posting, I think I'm just gonna wait till the morning to try and post some pictures and maybe try and get that video uploaded. I'm not really sure how well that's gonna go or how quick or anything like that of the truck being loaded with the hay, but I will get pictures up for you guys in the morning for sure, so that you at least have some of them so you can see that happening at the ranch, because again, we had no service there, so it was a little tough. Now tomorrow we do have about 300 miles or so to cover, so we are going to have a little bit of a ride tomorrow, a little bit of a jaunt. And again, Thursday morning is going to be the delivery of the grain and the hay in Jefferson, so again, very, very exciting. Again, we are trying to raise the funds for fuel for this project, future projects. Again, guys, you know, there's a lot of stuff to be moved to get down to North Carolina, and it does take fuel to get it there. So our target goal is 1,500. So again, we've completed all these other amazing missions with your help. And guys, we are trying to raise some funds again to try and make sure that we've got all the fuel to continue moving this stuff and getting help to these folks in North Carolina. So super, super excited. So please make sure that you're sharing out, guys, and letting your friends know. We're going to be on the road tomorrow. I'm so excited that I got to see so many faces I haven't seen in a while today. This was just absolutely awesome. But we're going to take a nice, easy drive, and we're going to just enjoy the day as we make our way down, following this hay load, like I said, with our friend Randy Barber at the wheel of that big, beautiful pickup truck, dragging all that gorgeous hay behind him. So super, super excited, because again, no farmers, no food. So we got to do what we can to make sure that we're helping out our farmers and protecting them here in the United States. So anyway, guys, again, watch for updates. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know that when we go live tomorrow, you can join in, ride along a little bit, all day if you like. Just a couple of minutes, stop in, say hi. We would love to see you again as we make our way down to North Carolina. So thank you, guys. I love all you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And we are going to see you tomorrow morning. God bless. Take care and have a great night, guys.